Good morning and welcome to episode 1706 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, May 8th, 2025. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, Wes is kicking us off. Wes, what do you got?
I got a little ditty about Diddy. A little update on a guy who might turn up to be a very prevalent figure in his ongoing sex crimes case. Previously, we thought he was just a complete lunatic, but it turns out he might have been telling the truth. So I'm going to go over that. This guy's had an interesting life, to say the least.
Okay.
So we thought this guy was a lunatic in the past, but now it's looking like he might have been telling the truth because
linked to the Diddy case. Yeah, I'd seen pictures and I tried to read a brief description. I could not understand it at all. So I'm glad that you're going to explain it to us.
Is the Diddy case televised? I know it starts this week. Is it going to be on TV?
I heard, isn't it like in New York they don't do it or some bullshit?
Oh, come on. What the fuck?
No,
that's bullshit. I saw the judge is like a skinny little not that old guy, and he was like jogging into the courthouse like with like his cool earbuds in, and he was like looked like not a judge. Yeah.
Okay, he's like a hip judge.
Oh, very hip. He probably listens to Diddy. He'll probably listen to Diddy. He's about our age, I think, and he probably grew up listening to Diddy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that doesn't bode well for the prosecution.
No.
Yeah.
I guarantee
they're choosing the jury right now, right?
I don't know. I just saw the judge being cool going into court today.
Pretty sure they're in the middle of jury selection.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to find out more. Mark, you're on deck. What do you got?
Well, I've got a story that would tickle Amish Brock pink. The Amish are up to no good.
Uh-oh. Back at their old tricks.
Murder.
Oh,
murder.
That's real bad. You know, I mean,
go a little too far on Rumspringa when you start murdering people.
This wasn't in Rumspringa. This was in the town, in their little Amish community. Yeah,
in the community. So, I feel like the murder rates in the Amish community have got to be kind of low, like nationally, right? But they're
not reported.
Oh,
probably right. Like she died of
tribal.
She died of being a bad wife.
Yeah, you're right, Will. It's probably a lot like tribal law over in like Africa or India.
Right, they'll handle it on
or even on like reservations here.
They certainly don't want this story to hit TMZ and 2Fab and all the different People magazine and all the different fucking smut periodicals that it's hitting. So they don't want this to happen, and it happened. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got our eyes on you, Amish. Yeah. We're gonna find out. And then I've got robots freaking out to close out the show. It's nice. There's more robots all the time, and so there's more chances for them to freak out and give us funny and or terrifying situations to dissect. So,
nice. I can talk about the sex robot segment I heard on Stern where they went to the Real Doll factory.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. That's you can bring that in. We got, and then we got all the latest viral robot freakouts.
Beautiful,
excellent. Yeah. Let me just text my son and tell him to get off the fucking TV. Hang on a while.
Getting some screen lag over there.
Getting some screen lag.
Things slowing down for you.
Yeah, you look great.
Okay. Yeah, you look fine. You guys are. You can't tell.
You guys are. You guys are pausing for me. So, anyway, let's talk about Diddy.
Release
as I was reading the story
or something.
No, he's banned from video games because he's been banned from video games because his grades were slipping.
Are you serious?
Shit.
Oh yeah.
That'll get you out the sticks.
He's not allowed to play video
Watch out.
You better get the dust cans out of the house. He's one step away from in trouble here, bud.
Yeah.
Become a Gingrich. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's in trouble. So I've got his stuff locked in my closet right now.
Damn.
So as this news came out today, I was thinking to myself, like, we've had some, I think above average, interesting lives, doing this show, some of the antics we've gotten into with, who do you know here, stuff like that. Little it's been pretty exciting.
We've done unique stuff. There's certainly unique career paths, right? Like none of us have a traditional one.
Yeah,
right.
On a scale of incel and lonely to like Diddy, we're like somewhere a little closer to Diddy, but more in the middle, probably. Yeah,
you don't want to be full
in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle of that. We're right in the middle of that. Yeah.
No. Yeah. But this guy that I'm about to tell you about, who you might probably already know, he's had quite the life, and it just keeps getting more interesting and interesting by the year. Even though he's currently locked up in a Miami-Dade jail. His name is Jonathan Audi or Odie, and here he is. You might recognize him maybe from some filmography. He's a former porn star.
Porns, yeah.
Male
porn. He looks like
Yep.
It looks like he's a porn star.
What's he in? Fuck Me Santa? Is that because he's wearing a Santa hat in that one? He's doing a Christmas porn.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's one of his stripper outfits where he shows up
Santa
to a
Hogs
party. Yeah, he's like, hey, sit on Santa's lap, that kind of thing.
I've got something really big for your stocking.
Yeah, exactly. Let me stuff
sit on Santa's lap.
Yeah.
And I tried to look for some of his porn videos, and basically what they are they're basically your future husband's worst nightmare, volumes 1 through 65, because it's those videos where he goes to a bachelorette party and then everyone sucks his dick.
He's a dancing bear guy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's a male stripper. Yeah. And he just does like the reverse
male stripper, but then
thing.
everyone blows him. Yeah.
Those are fake.
No, they're not.
I mean, it's staged. It's staged. It's not usually not real bachelorette parties. It's like
a lot of those women
chicks who get paid
porn stars that appear in several other films. They're not just bachelorette.
Yeah, it happens though. It happens out there.
I mean, how often? I mean, yeah, I'm sure it does.
I don't know. Just as often as guys fuck strippers on their bachelor parties, probably.
You think it's that frequent? I bet it's a little bit lower percentage.
Probably a little bit lower, hopefully, but
it's
not out of the question. It's not out of the question.
Close.
Under 50.
Anyway.
Under 50, sure, both sides.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Anyway, he did that for a while, and then apparently, in 2014, or before that, he met Diddy. Now you might also know Jonathan Audi because he's also the guy that shot up the Trump Doral Miami resort in 2018. Here's his.
It's this guy.
Yeah, it's this guy. There he is.
What happened in 2018?
So I'm going to play you the video of what happened in 2018 inside the Trump Miami Doral resort where this guy.
Everybody just thought he was insane. Yeah. I remember this.
Surveillance giving police a very clear picture of what happened inside Trump National Doral back in May, moments before a man went on a shooting spree with police officers. Police say the footage shows 42-year-old Jonathan Odie dressed in all black, walking through the hotel lobby holding a gun, forcing employees to run away. In the video, you see Odie leave, then return moments later, clearly unhappy and dragging a huge American flag shooting into the ceiling. He proceeds to drape the counter with the flag, angrily walking around, knocking stuff over, and even at one point trying to take down the surveillance camera.
He ran with his face mask off.
He's ransacking the reception desk.
Yell before going back to destroying the computers covered by the flag. Moments later, it was hands up for Odie as police arrive. Watch as he starts ducking, even looks like he's about to surrender while police fire shots into the hotel, but he takes his gun and fires back.
Oh, yeah. It looks like he is firing back.
Idiot.
Oh, my goodness. Before Odie decides to make a run for it. Another camera capturing him still firing shots, even tripping on the marble floor. Odie was shot in the legs as he ran away and was arrested after running up a stairwell.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So he got shot in the leg. It was a shootout with cops at the Trump Doral resort.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's when his leg, he got shot with his leg, freaked out, and then he slipped. He's like, when he tripped, he got shot in the leg.
He did a shootout in multiple locations.
Yeah.
The guy's what was the point of that? He's like, he puts a flag over the computers, then beats the flag. Like if you're protesting with the flag, you then don't desecrate it by beating computers with it. I don't understand what's going on.
So he didn't hurt his hand when he broke the monitors. Well, it was smart. You got to.
It's a computer monitor. It's not glass. It doesn't fucking shatter.
Listen, just because he has muscles doesn't mean his hands are strong. Did you see him?
He just lost his mind is what really.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. He lost his mind and decided to go and have a shootout with cops in a public place. And when he was arrested, he said this. He told police at the interrogation. He said, "Quote: I had sex with Cassie Ventura and Sean Combs. Basically." This is like out of nowhere. He was just like, "Oh, by the way, I'm crazy."
In 2018, he did sound crazy.
Yeah. He said he would
with
masturbate.
Diddy, okay.
Yeah. The guy's like, "Yeah, I was Gene Simmons."
You fuck Diddy all the time, sure.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whack job.
Yeah.
Out of the cell.
Yeah. Hey, your leg's still bleeding, pal. Why don't you sit down? He said he would masturbate and tell me what to do to Cassie. I was like a sex slave for them. That's what I was. That's what he told the cops. Here's the interrogation video of him back in 2018 talking about it a little bit more.
With Sean, okay?
I had a settlement.
And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys. Take Sean the threat of death on me, okay? I don't have it, but I can make it available under secrecy. That means that I wouldn't be liable because I don't want to be getting framed for anything, okay? All right. My settlement put me in a box. Basically, I couldn't talk because otherwise I'll be sued. So I let it be, but they've been following me and they've had, Mark Garrow has had the FBI on me, has had other agencies looking at me and spying on me, okay, because they want to set me up as an extortionist. Like if I was extorting.
What's his accent? Insanity?
I think it's Hungarian or something. Yeah. So what he's referring to,
potentially legitimate though. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. And everyone was like, okay, this guy's crazy. They totally discredited him because he just shot up a hotel. And what he's referring to in that video,
guys. Yeah, right. In your dreams, buddy. Diddy's the most macho guy ever. That's
Diddy's the man.
In 2018.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. And what he's referring to in the video is an NDA that he signed with Diddy in 2014. Here it is. And he finally was able to, and Garagos, he's talking about, is Diddy's lawyer. So Garagos knew that he had this information on Diddy and he was like hounding him. Basically, he wanted to make this guy, he wanted to disprove this guy as a psycho, blah, 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 blah. Here's the agreement that he did sign with Diddy in 2014. He also got a $5 million payment from Diddy at the time to just basically keep his mouth shut about the alleged sex slave acts and abuse.
Not his mouth shut at certain times.
No.
Right. No. Not when he's with the cops in the interrogation room.
Not when it's around Diddy's cock is what I was getting at.
Right.
Oh, true. He opens it up wide.
Sometimes he has to really let that jaw. Yeah.
And I saw this guy's body and cock. And it was a bad deal for Diddy. The worst deal of all time to pay this guy $5 million to fuck your girlfriend.
Yeah, but that's what Diddy's into. I mean, as you heard, Diddy was, Yeah. I mean,
you say he's got a big cock or little cock?
No, he's got a what I would consider a large penis, and he had he's in very, very good shape. You'd cry if you walked in on this guy fucking your girlfriend.
But Diddy,
not Diddy though, not Diddy. He would jack off.
Diddy didn't care, and he also, I think, Diddy liked having sex as well with the men. So like, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yes. It's a 2-for-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple accounts of sex slaves, men and women, and now it seems to be true. And this guy was one of them, and he can prove it now, kind of with this settlement coming out. And he's not crazy after all. So
when he takes the stand, it's going to be incredible.
But why did he shoot the place up? Did he ever get to that? Or?
So because he had gone crazy probably from them following him and whatnot, and so he felt like he was cornered. He had to get the police's attention, maybe.
Yeah, his wife said that basically in the months, his mental breakdown began in the months just before Cassie ended her relationship with Diddy. She said this is his wife, his ex-wife, who also he divorced her right in 2014, right when he came into these $5 million. He's like, I don't think I like you anymore.
She looks super Hungarian. Put her back up.
Yeah.
Helga?
They came over from the home country together.
He left Helga. She still has to make stew. She didn't get any of the millions.
No. He was like, I gotta get rid of you now that I got $5 million. And I guess he was having
he was doing all the work there at the orgies.
Yeah. And she also said in the divorce settlement, he's claimed to have negative $1,800, and then like a few months later, he started buying houses like he was a real estate mogul. So
he was like,
don't $5 million yet. So
don't pay me yet.
Yeah. But she's kind of
take care of something real quick.
Yeah. But his wife's kind of claiming that he had this mental breakdown because of this whole thing with Diddy and being a sex slave.
Didn't help.
She said, I don't think it's a coincidence. So if any of this is true, that P. Diddy abused Cassie or was being aggressive, Johnny definitely would have softened that situation and would have tolerated the abuse. Instead, he would have tried to help the situation to not make Cassie feel bad about it.
Oh,
Okay, sure,
he got
but he still fucked her.
abused.
Yeah, I mean,
abused. But Diddy, but you know, Diddy did some stuff to this guy. Diddy.
Yeah.
He paid him $5 million to shut up. He did some stuff to this guy.
Yeah.
Shoved gold records up his rump.
Yeah, he did. He did some stuff.
Yeah. So seems like it's true. So now who knows?
Put on the
what
bear
else?
costume.
Yeah.
Oh,
who knows
so
what
many
else
costumes.
this guy knows?
That guy was sweating his ass off.
He's still in jail awaiting trial. He's been charged with like a bunch of fucking felonies, like aggravated assault of a police officer, attempted second-degree murder, armed burglary, and he's still in jail awaiting trial. But he's probably working out a little deal because he might have some tape. He might have more.
He's gonna be a star witness, dude. He's gonna be a star witness in this.
Could be a star witness. So, yeah.
Bring
Johnny's
the
not
Santa,
so crazy.
Bring the Santa porn star to the stand again. We got to hear from that guy again. Yeah, I mean he's gonna be a hit at the trial.
Yeah. So pretty big turnaround on his life from being just a crazy shooter to now he was Diddy's sex slave, apparently, allegedly.
Right.
It looks like
he still did the shooting, but everything he said afterwards was not crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One of those like cried wolf scenarios, like we're not gonna believe anything you said. You just punched a bunch of computer screens and shot at us.
What a roller coaster.
Weird.
Yeah. Porn star, Diddy's sex slave, shoots up a hotel. Now he's
and then
in
he
jail.
then he tells the cops that like those dancing bear videos are fake, and they don't believe that either. They're like, no, that was bachelorette.
My wife.
No, those whores were. What are you talking about? This guy's nuts.
She's not any good at it. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and maybe if Johnny had, gotten some help before shooting up the, you got to talk. If you're one of Diddy's sex slaves, it's something you need to talk to a therapist about.
You got to use BetterHelp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You might want to talk to a therapist about being Diddy's sex slave. When people hesitate to get help, it doesn't just affect them; it impacts families, workplaces, hotels, and entire communities. City of Miami, right? And that's what happened
American
here.
flag.
Johnny. Yeah. And this Mental Health Awareness Month, let's encourage everyone to take care of their well-being and break the stigma. The world is better when people are healthy and happy. And you don't have to feel bad about going to therapy. It's something that if you feel like you need, you should go ahead and do, because it'll better your life. It'll better your loved ones' lives, and make the world a better place. So again, we've all benefited from therapy, I think, on this podcast, except for Mark, who needs to go. We've been trying to get him. We've been trying to get him.
Don't get me into what was that place called? Trump what?
Trump the Row.
Don't get me into the row.
Yeah.
So you got to call BetterHelp first.
Yeah, I need to go there first.
Waiting. With open arms.
Anything you're dealing with, alcoholism, drugs, marital problems, depression, anything on your mind.
Party.
Yeah.
Dancing bear. Yeah.
All right. Your wife's not going on a bachelorette party this weekend. Yeah. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist from their diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties. BetterHelp is fully online. Don't have to go to the office. You can, in the privacy of your own home. No one even needs to know you're doing it. Making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. We're all better with help. Visit betterhelp.com/hardfactor. Get 10% off your first month. It's already very affordable. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/hardfactor.
Nice. We're going to talk about the Amish, but first, Tiller, one long time Hardo Hive member, probably the top commenter, live commenter with hilarious comments.
Yeah.
Wants to know if he's going to see me tonight because he's in Austin. Outlook doubtful, Tiller. I'd love to, but it's my wife's birthday today, and we've got a nice dinner planned, so I don't think we're going to make it out. But we'll see. All right, on to the Amish. Amish Brock, who was probably serving time for robbing all those Amish people at gunpoint a few months ago. Remember? Yeah, the guy. Yeah. That was probably Amish Brock. It was his hometown. Haven't heard from him in a while. Right. He would love this story if someone could relay it to him in the clink, please. Check out this headline. Amish man charged with murder claims victim died during sex with him.
Now, we've seen some mugshots of some Amish guys that I could totally believe that they would kill you if they're having sex with you. Remember those guys?
Churned her to butter, buddy.
Yeah.
Is it?
He doesn't even have a beard.
You turn that pussy.
This guy.
It looks fake. It kind of looks like Jamie Kennedy's type thing.
His hair looks fake.
Yeah.
His
so
hair
dark.
looks very fake.
Where's the beard?
So, Mark, I was reading the comments on this one. Is that the dude, or is that the dude that turned him in?
No, this is the murderer, alleged murderer.
Okay.
They shave your beard when you murder someone in the Amish community.
Maybe.
Right. It's a penance you have to pay.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so yeah, he's like, oh, I fucked her to death. No, he's not the man. He didn't fuck her to death. He suffocated her with a sheet, he claims, because the Amish are weirdos and put sheets over the women so they don't have to look at the sinful act they're doing. Is that what the Amish do? Do they cut a hole through the sheet?
I thought that was the Iranians.
I thought so too.
I mean,
he
surely the Amish.
He claims he put a blanket over her head during sex, and
it's his wife. It's his wife,
no,
right? Because you can't wait. You can't bone not your wife in the Amish community, right?
I don't even think this guy's Amish. He like snuck his way in. You'll hear like he doesn't have a beard.
He's not Amish. He went in there to bang Amish chicks. Oh,
yeah, I think he was getting off
with
the grid
with sacks over their heads.
He's a murderer. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This guy's despicable.
This guy's
a piece of shit.
This guy is despicable. So 28-year-old Rosanna Kissinger was found dead in her home on March 13th by her neighbor Mose Troyer, which wasn't that Mose, isn't that Dwight Schrute's cousin? They nailed that name.
Yeah, really.
They nailed that name.
That's Mose right there?
No. Mose is the guy who found her. That's the guy you were thinking of, Will. This is the murder.
Okay, that's the sheet man. Okay.
Yeah, that's sheet man. So Mose definitely has a beard. You know that. You can tell that by his name. Bearded Mose said he and the neighbors grew suspicious after they didn't see Rosanna all day. And usually the boys like to stare at her from across the field. So it was a sad day. So he walked across the field to check on Rosanna. Said, "Sweet Rosanna, are you in here?" And then he noticed something even weirder. Her goat was inside the house. And now he's thinking, we don't leave goats inside the house.
Rosanna never lets the goat inside.
Exactly. It's a problem. It's becoming a problem.
Yeah.
He's like,
this is alarming.
Didn't get to stare at her. The goat is inside the house. So he walks into the bedroom and there she is dead in the bed with like a blanket over her head.
Ooh. Whoa.
Ooh.
Okay. So there's a murder in Amish country, and Mose finds
Ohio or Pennsylvania?
Ohio. This is Meigs County, Ohio.
Okay. So Mose freaks out. Does he go get the elder or something? How do you report a murder in an Amish town?
Well, he didn't call anyone. Bell? Certainly didn't call anyone, right?
Right. Yeah, you have a cowbell.
You ring a bell.
Yeah, no, definitely no phones involved.
What do they take her by carriage to the morgue? No, I guess he talked to the elder, and the elder's, the only guy with the cell phone's like, yeah, get out of here, and pulls out the cell phone from his. He probably has like a PS5 and all sorts of cool shit. And he's like, yeah, you go back, Mose, you go back to doing your stuff, and I'll figure it out.
Without electricity.
Yeah, uses his iPhone 16 Pro Max and calls the cops. So they come and pick her up. At this point, they're not like sure it's a murder because she's blue, but there's no like stab wounds, there's no blood, right? Because
but if her face is, I guess maybe they're thinking maybe it's just natural. She's just turning color.
Maybe she choked on something in the middle of the night or vomit or anything. Like she could have died overnight. Yeah. They don't know. They don't know. So that the cops come or the ambulance comes, they bring her to the Meigs County coroner's office over there in Ohio, and autopsy happens and the examination goes on, and it's inconclusive. They're like, we don't know either. But
nobody can figure this out. Okay.
But when it's inconclusive and not ruled an accident or natural causes, police get involved. They didn't say it wasn't a murder. So the police get involved, and they marched right into that stupid Amish town and started knocking over wood planks and like shaking people and asking interviewing, playing hardball, good cop, bad cop with these idiots.
Just zapping the taser, just showing them the electricity that you wield.
Yeah, boy, this town's weird. I can't wait to get home and take a hot shower and watch TV.
Answer my questions.
Holding knives up to the goats'
so
throats.
Yeah, threatening the goats, letting the goats inside everyone's house. Oh, so they're fucking with them, and they're because they got to figure out what the fuck happened, and then they got
to shake this place down. Yeah,
that's exactly what they did. Turns out Moses' recent roommate, only for the past month or so, because who knows where this guy came from.
Mose has a Craigslist roommate that's murdering people in town.
Mose invited this guy, Samuel Hashtler, fake name, into his home to be his roommate in like 2 months ago. And so
Mose.
So they're like, all right, we've interviewed all the guys with beards. What's this guy's deal?
Yeah, what's up with the one clearly not Amish kid? Is it? Can we talk to him? Maybe.
Is he like a journalist? Are they doing like an article on you idiots? So they interview Samuel Hashtler, and he says, "Okay, all right, I got something to tell you. Since you're here and you're not leaving, I will admit, and I also know about DNA and stuff because I haven't been Amish this whole time. I've been on the internet." He goes, "I did have sexual intercourse with Rosanna, kissing her. And during it, I put a blanket over her head, and then I just jackrabbited her. And then at the end of it, I turned her over, and she was dead."
Oh, likely story.
Murderer was just walking around the whole time, not going to tell anybody what happened to Rosanna, huh?
Yeah, she must have suffocated. Yeah, but Wes called it right away, right? It didn't sound like a good story, so the police didn't buy it. And then even a few investigators attempted to recreate the scene by putting a blanket over their head, and they survived. They were like, I'm alive. So they did a little.
It seems like maybe he rolled that blanket up into a little bit of a rope there and put it over her neck, maybe. Kind of thing.
He just barehanded it, maybe, but I think he strangled her to death.
Strangled her, yeah.
He strangled her to death, and
he's a murdering rapist. Yeah,
they went straight back to the autopsy people and were like, "Does she have like fingers around her neck? Is there like finger markings on her neck?" And they're like, "Oh yeah." Yeah.
Like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Look, actually, we missed that on the first go around. Look at that. There they are.
Her neck was broken.
Clear as day. Wow. Yeah, and the fractures too. Whoa. Good call, cops. Wow.
That's what that is. And so
who the fuck is that coroner? Like, is the coroner Amish?
I don't know. I think
they don't use X-ray machines.
I think the coroner just doesn't give a fuck about the Amish people.
He's like colorblind.
Yeah.
Can't see blue and black and blue.
Yeah, the coroner's like, no one's gonna raise a big stink about a dead Amish person. But yeah,
that was almost the perfect coroner, except for my damn colorblindness.
That neck is her head's off.
Can't see bruises.
I guess that head was popped clean off. So yeah, they got a lot of evidence on him, and they arrested him for first-degree murder. So
holy shit,
he's gonna stand trial for that soon.
What's his? Is that like? Is that his real name? Or are they just?
Yeah, he's Samuel Hashtler. I don't know how long. I don't know how long he's been in the community.
Yeah, where's his clan?
Yeah, I don't know.
Murdering people. You got to check his history, dude. He's probably done that before. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
check
saying.
His community.
I think he goes to like town to town murdering women. Is my guess. I don't think it's his first time. No. All alleged. And who knows? He hasn't been convicted of killing her yet. But yeah, no. And then Mose was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I invited him to my home, and I've been sleeping next to this murderer."
Yeah, Mose really
dropped Rosanna.
The ball. Yeah.
Who's gonna raise the goat? I guess I will. I'll take the goat.
Mose has to raise the goat. That's his penance.
Mose is taking care of that goat. That goat's going to be treated real well by Mose over there in Meigs County.
R.I.P. Rosanna.
Whoa. Indeed, she didn't deserve that. No. Okay,
dude. Hashtler. Yikes. Okay,
Brother Samuel.
Well,
Brother Samuel.
Oh. Whew. Yeah. So yeah, I mean the Amish should probably do a little bit more vetting. Like Moses like 5 minutes of meeting you out on the dirt road after you responded to a Craigslist ad he posted at the library is not a good enough vetting process for that community. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my new roommate Samuel. But he's such a nice guy that came out of nowhere.
Right. That showed up totally ready to live as an Amish roommate who's not Amish.
Showed up in a car 6 weeks ago.
It was weird when he got dropped off by an Uber.
Yeah.
They start quizzing Mose about it. What were the red flags you ignored, Mose?
Mose seems like a nice guy, but he's an idiot. Yeah. He's a real idiot.
Mose liked this PlayStation too, so he kept quiet.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
True, he brought over some shit. Yeah,
and it's like stories of the outside world.
Oh yeah.
Tell me another story before bed.
Tell me about how you murdered your whole community again.
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. Rosanna. Moving on to one that's like less terrifying, like immediately. I think. I don't know. You guys tell me.
Once it settles in, it's worse.
Could be. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. A lot of robots freaking out recently. And Mark, the reason it could be worse is because there's only more and more robots all the time, whether you're talking about a robot brain, like a neural network and AI that you're talking to, or you're talking about an actual robot, like with a chassis and everything, Boston Dynamics style.
Right.
And there's just robots coming out constantly right now, being born every day, thousands of them. And of course, the main robot that's been freaking out recently is the robot that got caught attacking its scientists in China or Asia somewhere. It looks, it's in Asia somewhere. And they're in a lab. And here's that viral video. If you guys haven't seen it, I know Wes has because he sent it to me. And we could talk through it because it's silent. So you see it's on camera 1. And this robot, he's on like a hook. And he just starts,
good thing he's on a hook. He's going insane.
Yeah, he's going insane. He's trying to hit the scientist. The scientist backs away. The scientist is hilarious. He's so scared of it.
The hook saved that guy's life.
Yeah, the hook really saved him, right? That robot would have fucked him up. I mean, look how hard it's swinging its arm. It just looks like Shaq. Look at
that's not okay.
It is towering over those Asian men too. It's crazy.
Knife in that guy's hand, and he's killing everyone in there.
Yeah, right. What's holding the thing in? Because he's making short work of the thing holding him back.
Well, he was about to defeat the crane 100%. Had he had like 5 more seconds before the one scientist scrambled to the off button, he was going to defeat the crane for sure.
Maybe put a few sandbags on the crane next time.
Yeah. I just love the faces on the scientists. Like, oh shit. I mean, it's got to be a little scary when your robot comes to life and starts to fuck you up in your own lab.
It's your worst fear.
It looks like one of those videos where, like, if a guy, like, when they're using like the drill, and then it just gets away from them, and it just keeps just flailing.
Right, or like drills. Have you seen drill battles, Wes? Where they put 2 drills on the same bit together, and then they just like let them go crazy.
Oh no!
Like to see which drill is stronger. Yeah, and it's just machinery freaking out and like having a malfunction. So yeah.
Is it possible it's staged?
Oh, 100. These could all be staged.
Yeah, right.
But
no, they were freaking out legitimately. You could tell. Those were some scared Asians.
It says a robot. The text I couldn't figure out where it's from. The robot in the lab suddenly went berserk.
Clenched fist in fear. Yeah, that's pretty good.
The first robot rebellion in human history. Yeah, he's scared. He's so scared.
He's scared.
So scared.
Such a scared guy. Yeah. And
you don't want that thing in your kitchen.
No. It's got a cat in each hand, just tearing it completely in half.
That's the first time seeing that video is the first time.
Cat separated.
Yeah, he's in the dining room.
Yeah, after he murders all the cats, he sits down drinking a glass of red wine calmly.
Oh yeah, he's like Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the first. I'm a big robot butler guy. Definitely want a robot butler, but now I realize I got to pump the brakes. I got to go 2nd or 3rd generation here. There's no way I can take that thing around the kids. That's crazy.
No. What was that company's name? Will, do we know?
Oh, I don't. I mean, it's just this is bad for all robots. You don't want to. I mean, when you see that thing, because your robot's going to look somewhat like that thing. Even if you don't get this company's robot, you're going to have a robot that looks like that. And you're going to be terrified.
Drunk homeless person having a meltdown.
Yeah, flailing at you on the street. Give me some change.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's like I said, it's not terrifying today. It's on the crane.
Hobo mode.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not it didn't kill anybody today, right? But
Yeah.
There's time and a lot of robots being born.
Oh, it'll happen. It'll happen. It'll happen quickly.
They've already got police robots. I'm sure some of them have already capped some fools.
You know what the first robot's going to be? It's going to be bad. It's going to be like that illegal immigrant who fucked a corpse bad, like for robots. One robot death is equal to like 10,000 fake Amish guys.
Once the Felix Rojas Jr. of robots exists, they're in trouble.
They're on
they're bad.
They're on thin ice already. Yeah.
That one got pretty close. I mean, if it had made contact with one of those scientists,
they're
robots.
They're nerdy little Asians. They would have got knocked out.
Yeah, for real. They would have got fucked up by that robot.
You're gonna have 10 guys on each robot now. No, but I was listening to jumping over to the sex aspect of these things, which is where they're going. The whole reason they exist, really.
Many of them.
The Stern Show went to the real doll. We've talked about the real doll innovations that are coming out with like the talking heads and stuff, but they've progressed. And then the little
like
segment.
Lamar Odom went to the one in Vegas. Like, is it the Vegas one?
Yeah, that's where you could see the ass from the front.
Yeah, I don't know about the Lamar.
See that
one,
doll's ass from the front.
Went to the actual factory.
Yeah, that's what they want. They went to the actual factory, and the
they got the Odom tool.
The AI that they're putting in these things now. They have these like Bluetooth inside the vagina, so they react to when you're fucking them. They'll come to orgasm for you, like, so the faster they'll mimic an orgasm based on how fast you're pumping their silicone vaginas. They were also did like various scenarios where they asked the AI robot, the sex robot, like about like different kinks and stuff, and she's like, oh, I love, like just perfect conversations about how nothing can deter her, and that she wants to be, you can basically turn these things into just whatever kind of slut you want. And they still have a robotic voice, so they need to work on that.
Can you imagine like being in an apartment with a shared wall with some guy that's just
he's having loud sex and conversations with his robot,
turning her on full blast?
Oh shit!
Yeah, the AI is
reality is gonna happen so soon.
Oh, the curve is just a straight line up right now. And they were talking to the lady that like the people that are developing these things and how serious they are, and she's like, I think in about 5 years, like 50% of men will have one. That was her guess. She's
50% of men, like every unmarried man.
50% of single men.
Yeah, single men probably.
Yeah. Maybe
they're gonna be so good in 5 years because they're already like, I mean, the looks of them, and the way they model the different vaginas and stuff are so realistic that it's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah, and chicks are gonna be getting the male version too,
for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna get the stud, the stud version.
But the way they were talking to
right?
The guys,
of course,
dude.
Sex robotics is definitely. I mean, shit, it's a huge. It's an industry that's exploding.
Stevens,
it's dude. There's no stopping it. There's people are gonna be doing the sex robots, bro. It's happening. But back to robot freakouts. Thank you, Wes. That was a great flavor. Sure. Latest from Stern on the AI robots. Yeah, thank you. And then craziest freak out of all, though, going to end on a potentially terrifying note again. Chat GPT tricks on Instagram. That's an Instagram account. They posted some Chat GPT users are reporting a creepy glitch in the app's voice mode. Instead of speaking normally, Chat GPT suddenly lets out loud, distorted screeches that sound almost demonic. The strange bug seems random, with some users saying it happens during regular conversations without warning. OpenAI hasn't officially commented yet, but the glitch is quickly going viral as people share their spooky experiences online. And here's the glitch.
All right, let's figure it out. First, let's convert everything into the same units. 1 gigabyte is about 8,000 megabits. So 125 gigabytes is roughly 1 million megabits, 125 times 8,000. Now, if your download speed is 40 megabits per second, we can find the time by dividing the total amount of data by the speed. So 1 million megabits divided by 40 megabits per second is about 25,000 seconds. To get a more intuitive number, let's convert 25,000 seconds into hours. There are 3,600 seconds in an hour, so 25,000 divided by 3,600 is roughly 6.9 hours. So it'll take about 7 hours to download that 125 gigabyte file at 40 megabits per second. Wait, it's a
Oh man.
just a band have to.
Oh shit! It's still
No
trying to
worries,
talk.
it's only good to double check. Help with that.
What's going on?
Is this real?
Yes. Dude, that's the newest bug with ChatGPT.
Scariest thing ever. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it does sound like a legitimate bug. Like they overloaded it, tried to get it to say a lot really fast.
They tried to
they-
break it. Yeah.
They knew that was going to happen. That's why they were laughing before it happened, because they'd been testing to see how to get it to happen. But that's a fucking hilarious bug. One of the funniest AI bugs I've ever fucking
awesome.
seen. Taking it to the internet, ChatGPT Trick says who gave ChatGPT the Exorcist script, because it sounded very demonic. And then this app is whatevs says this is why you say please and thank you to ChatGPT, which is true, because that demon voiced computer, it does remember everything.
You ever want that thing coming for you?
Anything you ever tell it, it will remember. It's got in its database. So don't forget that.
Hobo robot.
True.
I'll take the hobo robot flailing over that demonic voice. 10 out of 10.
I never sign into ChatGPT, and I always just do like the free. Like I'm sure it's probably still tracking me, but
You can turn memory off. There's a button you can turn memory off, but
oh sure, yeah.
But
Sure.
They're still collecting your shit. They're still collecting your data.
Yeah.
They're still collecting. That's the price of using AI. They collect your data. Hey, is what it is. AI can be super useful. The demonic voices are just hysterical. I mean, that thing. And so you don't know. Maybe it is a demon in disguise. Who knows? We don't know yet. But
that was amazing.
Watch your cornhole out there. Luckily, it doesn't have a robot body yet. So it can't fuck you yet.
I cried a little though.
Yet. Yeah. No, that's one of the greatest AI bugs you'll ever see. So hopefully Sam Altman keeps cracking those up for us, because those are great. That's a show. Thank you for listening to Hard Factor. Like we said at the top, go to patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more episodes, bonus podcasts. We got the Let's Go podcast about sports. We got the Pat and West show. Pat and West talking about life. We got the Hive Hour, all of us chopping it up about inside baseball, about the pod, random shit. And then we got Florida Man Friday every Friday over there at patreon.com/Hard Factor. Also, you get access to the Discord server. You can chat with the hosts. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day.
The cream of the